Match 53 people, Kings 11 Punjab taking on Chennai Super Kings, and they would be hoping that CSK does not spoil their party. Good morning, hello everybody. I've got a I've got a complete panel of experts today. I've got Kanishk, Kriti, Abhishek, Kaushik, and Mayuresh. All these guys have appeared on Sports NT videos in the past, and today we thought we'll bring all of them together and we'll have some great prediction time. Without delaying this any further, let's jump straight into the predictions, guys. It's a very, very important match for KXIP. Of course, it's a do or die battle for them. If they lose today, they're out of the contention because we've already determined in one of our previous videos that unless you get to 14 points, you are not going to make the playoff. Of course, there's no certainty you will make the playoff after reaching 14, but there's definitely a certainty that if you don't reach 14, you're not going to the playoffs. So Kings 11 has to win this. Chennai Super Kings, unfortunately, or rather fortunately for them, they've come good in the last two matches and just sort of spoiled the party a little bit for RCB in the last match. So this will be one fascinating contest. We are all looking ahead to this. Okay, so I will now start with the predictions, and today, we have, as I said, I've got 5 people. So I will start with you, Kanish, and then we'll go in that order. So the first question to you guys is, how many runs will be scored in the first power play of the match? You've got 4 options: less than 40, 40 to 48, 48 to 56, or 56 plus. Kanishk.
Kings 11 Punjab is batting first. We're certainly looking at 50 plus in the first power play. That's my prediction.
Okay. All right, Kriti, what's your take?
I agree. In case Kings 11 Punjab is batting first, it's going to be over 50. But at the same time, in case Chennai Super Kings is batting first, like you just said, since they have been acting as party poopers lately, it's possible that they really trash everybody else's predictions. But I still think they are going to be somewhere in the range of 40 to 50.
No, so you'll have to give me the number that I gave you. So I've given you.
Okay. So I would say, okay, so let me take the safer side, 40 to 50. You had 40 to 45. You had 40 to 45 as an option.
I had 40 to 48. So I have a difficult
40 to
option.
48. Arre baba re. Okay, and what was the third option?
48 to 56.
I really need to start preparing for these exams. 40 to 48 then.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Kriti. Abhishek, what's your take?
I think this has not been an IPL where the first 6 overs have gone, plenty in most of the matches. So I think I agree with what Kanish said. This will be if Kings 11 is batting with KL Rahul, and if the wicket falls, Gale comes in. I think if Gale comes in, then it becomes slow. We saw in the last match. So I think 48 to 56 if Kings 11 is batting, below 40 if Chennai is batting.
Well, what was very interesting is you said below 40 for CSK. I sure hope that they're looking to score more today and really spoil the party.
Yeah, me too.
No, they don't have, except I know Sam Curran didn't open the last match. They're still, I don't know what the combination they're going to play. If Watson and Faf is opening, they are not a flamboyant startup for sure.
Sure. Okay. Mayuresh, we'll move to you. What is your pick for this one?
If Kings 11s are batting, I'm expecting a score between 48 to 50. I think this is a do or die match for Kings 11 Punjab, and Chennai doesn't have to lose anything. So I think Punjab will be more careful when they bat first, or let's say. So if Punjab bats, it's 48 to 56. I'll also go with the same range for Chennai also, because I think lately Ruturaj Gaikwad is opening. He's in a good form. So I'll go with that range. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Meresh. Kaushik, what's your pick on this one? Once he gets his network back. Kanishk, we'll move to you. And the second question, we're talking about individual scores now. And so how many 25 plus individual scores will we see in today's match? We've got three options: up to 4, 5 to 6, or 6 plus.
I believe 5 to 6 from yeah, in total. Yeah.
Okay. Any picks for who are you picking in those?
Look, I'm expecting a Gale Storm today, so you know it should be. And when he gets going, others don't need to worry much, right? And I don't know. I also read there is a word that there's no clarity on Mandeep Singh's fitness. He got hit on his fingers in the last match. So if he's out, then you might as well see KL and Gale opening, which is just, I believe, really, really bad for CSK.
All right. Okay. Abhishek.
I'll go with 6 plus. While 6 plus doesn't mean I would not say 7, 8, but I think 6 is a good number, because I think CSK as a team, barring few matches, has been no contribution from everybody in small bits. While Kings 11, I agree. If Gale plays or the Rahul on that day plays, I think somebody who is due from Kings 11 for a long time is Maxwell, right? Which they would want to them to play. But I think I'll go with 6 plus, because Chennai as a team, about 4 to 5 players will score in that range. At 3 to 4, I would say, and overall in the match 6 plus.
So basically, you're saying Chennai will have a lot of small contributions,
Yes,
Karan
yes.
and a Jadeja and a Ruturaj Gaikwad and all those.
Gaikwad. Who knows? Dhoni can chip in with some quick 30, 35 runs today.
So two people we
last match.
definitely hope are going to score today is Dhoni and Maxwell, right? The last match of the season. And Dhoni would want to go into the new season with some confidence, because mind you, he's not playing any international cricket. So
he needs to play, right?
Needs to play well. Yeah. Okay. We've got Kaushik back. Kaushik, I will ask two questions. Let's first tackle the first prediction, which you couldn't make. How many runs will be scored in the first power play of the match? Less than 40, 40 to 48, 48 to 56, and 56 plus.
So I will go with Abhishek in this case. 48 to 56 if Kings 11 bats first, and below 40 if CSK bats first. Since CSK has been, planning their matches in such a way that they take it deep into the last overs. So that's how they are going to play. And, one of their opener has scored back-to-back 50s as well. So that is where some Gaikwad has scored back-to-back 50s. So they are going to score briskly, but not Gale Storm kind of a innings is expected from them. So yeah, less than 40 for CSK and 48 to 56, because KL is doing pretty well in this tournament. So 48 to 56 for them.
Okay, you talked about Gale Storm, so why don't we talk about sixes? I mean, Gale just became the first man ever. I think he'll be the first man ever for some time to have hit 1,000 sixes, because 1,000 sixes is 6,000 T20 runs already. I mean, I don't know many players having those many runs. I mean, he's an absolute legend in the T20 format. So let's talk about sixes, Kaushik. How many? Sorry, not sixes. Let's talk about individual scores. I'm sorry. How many 25 plus individual scores will we see in today's match? Up to 4, 5 to 6, or 6 plus?
Before I go into that, let me talk about Chris Gale. In the last 4-5 years or so, we have seen a shift in the way he approaches the games. He does not go straight away after the bowlers in the first phase of his innings. He waits for he settles down and then reads the bowler and then goes for them. So he's definitely going, and this is going to help him increase the consistency. So he's definitely going to score a lot of runs. I'm expecting him to score today as well. KL is also in good nick. So I think how many individuals? I think I will say 4 individuals. KL Rahul, Chris Gayle is for sure. Uh, uh, what's his first name? Gaikwad.
Ruturaj Gaikwad.
Rituraj Gaikwad. So I'm expecting him to do well. And MSD, I'm not, I don't want to say it, but I'm expecting this is the last match for him. But yeah, if it is going to be the last match, of course he is going to score.
Yeah, well, I think the franchise owners will not let Dhoni go, even if Dhoni wants to go. That has been, I mean, they will want to build a team around Dhoni and then possibly a couple of years with that team as well. That is the kind of relationship. Of course, we'll ask Kanish to throw more light on that in the next round. Okay, Kriti, how about individual scores? What do you think?
I agree with what everyone is saying, but at the same time, I'm also hoping that a few rising stars will also come out and score a bit. So I'm going to say 4-6.
Okay, safe option, Kriti. Okay, Mayuresh, what's your call?
I'll go with 6+. I think Kings 11 depend upon 2 or 3 players to score big. But Chennai is kind of a more of a team performance where some player will get 50 or a 60, another will come up with quick fire 25, 35, something like that. So I'll go with that option 6+ for today's match also.
Okay, so that logic that you gave is very similar to what Abhishek said, right?
Yes, I'll go with Abhishek answer. And since it is in Abu Dhabi, I think for last 2 matches we are consistently seeing score above 180 there. So that's why I'm.
Okay, so we talked about 25 plus scores, and a lot of you mentioned Gale, a lot of you mentioned KL Rahul. So Mayuresh, the third question, I'll start with you. So who amongst the KXIP batters will score a half century? We are expecting 3 main batters. They've got KL Rahul in amazing form. Chris Gayle has hit big form as well. And then you've got Nicholas Pooran. So who amongst these 3 you think will score a half century today?
I think I want Nicholas Pooran to score a half century. I think this being a little bit bigger ground compared to other two, and I think KL Rahul, if he score half century, he scores the runs, but the strike rates are very low. So last time also he scored 44 runs of 40 balls, which actually didn't help Kings 11 Punjab cause. But if you say Nicholas Pooran, he scores a 50, he'll score within 25 to 30 balls. So my preference will be Nicholas Pooran.
Okay. Kanish, what do you think?
Well, I think because it's a do or die game for Kings 11, I do believe that KL would really be, and you'd really be coming to the party and scoring those big runs. And as they say, big players play in big matches. Gale has been doing that for the last 2-3 matches, but I think this is where he would again like to prove a point. We have seen a very different Kings 11 since Gale joined the playing 11, and I don't see any reason, or I don't see enough fire in CSK probably to be able to stop him.
Okay. So because you talked about CSK, Kanish, I want to just pick your brains, get something out of you about MS Dhoni. We've got 2 fans who are very, very desperate. We've got Abhishek and Kaushik, great Dhoni fans, great CSK fans. You think this will be Dhoni's last match, or you're going to see him back?
I don't think so. That this would be his last match. I don't think CSK fans are prepared to see a CSK side without Dhoni yet, and I don't think he would want to leave the team when it's at the lowest point, right? We've seen Dhoni whenever he's taken retirements, whether it was from Test, he genuinely, I think it was a shock that it came very suddenly, but he knew that the team was prepared to carry on without him. And I don't think he would do that to CSK, and most importantly, because also Another IPL most likely is going to be 4 months.
6 months, yeah.
Yeah, down the line. So I don't see a reason why he would do that right now. Plus, there's also an interesting angle of sponsorships and brands being associated with CSK, right? And as fans, we tend to lose that. We are emotional. But this is always a consideration as well as, franchises are concerned. CSK's brand is built around Dhoni, right? You can take out any player, a Suresh Raina not playing the IPL, Harbhajan Singh, or for that matter, even a Jadeja not playing with CSK wouldn't matter much. But when Dhoni is not playing, it matters a lot to CSK and the brands that are associated with them. So I don't think on all these fronts, CSK is prepared yet. And from what we know about MSD, he wouldn't leave the team at its lowest. I really don't think so. From some of his comments earlier during the season about youngsters, I think he's trying to find that core for CSK who can take on the mantle and proceed further. And I think his comment, as much as it was criticized, but I believe that he's trying to do that, and he's not found that yet. So I do see him playing at least one more season, if not.
So it may be, I mean, that comment that you talk about, that may have been a trigger for Ruturaj Gaikwad also, who knows? I mean, because Dhoni made a very interesting comment even in the last match where he said that, somebody like Ruturaj Gaikwad doesn't speak a lot. So it is difficult to gauge how that person is thinking, what his thought process is. And hence, so he sort of admitted that it may have been sort of an error in judging Ruturaj Gaikwad. But maybe his comment earlier, a public comment about youngsters, may have egged Ruturaj Gaikwad also. So it's anyway. So guys, just to introduce, I think a lot of you don't know about Kanishk. Kanishk is an IPL insider, if there ever was. Very, very associated with a lot of teams. So I can just tell you this much. So Kaushik and Abhishek, not to worry, you'll see another MSD season. Kaushik, yes, you have to say something, is it?
Yeah, after this call, I'm going to take Kanishk's number and going to send him some sweets.
Anyway, all right. So why don't I ask the third question to you? Who amongst the KXIP batters will score a half century? KL Rahul, Chris Gayle, Nicholas Pooran. What do you think, Kaushik?
I think all the three of them will try. This is their, going to be the last, last match and do and die situation. So I think all three would be scoring. And as far as half century is concerned, Nicholas Pooran comes in late. So I'll go with KL Rahul and Chris Gayle. I'm sure they are going to do their best. Both of them are seasoned campaigners and they have been in good form as well. So these two players are definitely going to score today.
Okay. Abhishek, over to you.
Yep. I think I'll quickly just add a point what Kanishk said, a very valid point regarding the brands and endorsement. I think yesterday there was an article which said Sachin is after 7 years of retirement, he is still the most endorsed and from a marketing perspective, and this matters in a franchisee game. And very rightly what Kanishk has put up, brands and Dhoni's association, more than any other player. So from that perspective, yes, who knows, one season or one more season, because he's not playing competitive cricket anymore. And if you look at the core of CSK, they've built around the players who have been there from last so many years. Stephen Fleming has been there, Dhoni has been there. So yeah, interesting CSK. We'll probably have some sessions discussing only about CSK, and I can talk for hours.
No.
Coming to the question, who amongst the Kings 11 batters will score a half century? I think law of average says Gayle will not perform today. That's why my prediction. If he plays on his day, he can make any side win single-handedly. My pick will be KL Rahul. He's been consistent. He's the orange cap holder, and you can see that captaincy pressure burden on his face when he's on the field. He looks very nervous. So yeah, and he would desperately want to perform, and I think today is the time. I'll pick KL Rahul today.
Okay, Priti, over to you.
Yeah, I agree with what Abhishek said about my favorite. Uh, he given
Is this Universe Boss you're talking about? Your new
yes,
favorite? All
of
right.
course.
Okay.
So, of course. So, I don't think he. Basically, I just think he's going to be in a bad mood today, and that may impact his performance on the field. And I also think that he kind of deserves it for the unsportsmanlike attitude. So that too. I'm sorry for anyone who gets offended, but yes. So I am also going to say Rahul. KL Rahul is actually going to perform better, hopefully.
Whoa, so KL Rahul has so many fans in this panel. No worries. Okay, let's move to CSK Seamers. I'll start with you, Kriti. How many wickets will CSK Seamers collectively take? We've seen that they've been the standout performers for CSK, as compared to the spinners. So we're talking about Ngidi, Deepak Chahar, and Sam Curran. You've got three options: up to 3, 4 to 5, or 5 plus. What's your take, Kriti?
I would say 4 to 5.
Okay.
Seems like a safer number. Yes.
Safe number. All right. Okay. Mayurish.
I'll also go to 4 to 5. I think Abu Dhabi wickets are we have not seen too many wickets falling in that stadium in last two matches. I'll go with 4 to 5.
Okay. All right. KK.
I would also go with 4 to 5, and you know we've seen CSK seamers slightly more dominating compared to the spinners, because I just don't understand why Imran Tahir hasn't played a single game this season.
No, he played 2 games and then he was dropped. I think.
Oh yeah. Sorry, he played two games. Yeah, but I still feel that he deserves to be there, and probably one of the reasons, because Imran Tahir and Jadeja were in the middle overs were, if you look at previous seasons during his peak, they were deadly.
They were. Yeah.
And they would literally hunt in packs, and because of that, we have seen. I don't think Jadeja is getting that level of support. So I would say we have seamers 4 to 5. I think.
Okay. Abhishek, what's your pick?
I think fair saying 4 to 5. I feel they'll bring in Josh Hazelwood today in place of Ngidi. So either between the two with Chahar and Karan, 4 to 5 in the end.
Okay. All right. Kaushik.
I'll also go with 4 to 5 simply because the pitches there are not too helpful to the seamers. There will be little bit of lateral movement. Maybe I don't think there will be too much swing. So 4 to 5 is a safe bet here.
So my question is wasted. Thank you, people. All right, Kaushik, I'll start.
I don't think, Swapnil, this will be a match where so many wickets will fall.
I think all you guys.
Five to 6 wickets per innings is most likely to happen.
Okay. No worries. Kaushik, I'll start the 5th question with you. And this is a little more complicated in terms of how this question has been framed. So we're talking about all-rounders. So just listen to this carefully. Which all-rounder will achieve the double of 20 runs with the bat and at least a wicket, or less than 7.5 economy rate with the ball? The criteria being minimum 2 overs. There are 4 options I want to give you: Ravindra Jadeja, Sam Curran, Glenn Maxwell, Chris Jordan.
See, whenever CSK is playing, it's very difficult to stay neutral. So, for me at least, so I'll go with Ravindra Jadeja. And I have a question to the panel. Where is Sam Curran batting today?
Well, that's the $1 million question, isn't it? I mean, the batting order of CSK has seen so many changes. Indeed.
Because if he gets the new ball, he's going to pick some wickets for sure. And if he bats up in the order, he's a very good batsman as well. So I think either it's Ravindra Jadeja or Sam Curran for sure.
Okay. All right. Kriti, who's your pick?
I am also going to go with Ravindra Jadeja here. I hope the rest of panelists save your question from being wasted.
Yeah. So okay. No worries. I think the next question I'll come to you last. Okay. Kriti, sorry, Mayuresh.
I'll go with Ravindra Jadeja. I think I expect him to perform. And I think last few matches he has scored runs, quick fire 25. He won the match for them against KKR. And bowling also it's Abu Dhabi. Ground is big, so I expect him to bowl more economical. So I'm going with Ravindra Jadeja because I'm not sure where Sam Curran will bat, and Glenn Maxwell I don't know how he's been inconsistent throughout the IPL with bat. So I'm not sure whether he will cross 20 also. So I'll go with Jadeja.
KK, are you also going with Jadeja?
I think Sam Curran definitely, just because of the usually way he bats. Beyond him, yeah, I also feel that Jadeja could be the other one. I'm really surprised that you know. I mean, even 1 year before anything related to all-rounders, Maxwell would have been the top pick for anybody. The way he has been, I think he really needs to. He would definitely be friends for life with KL and Anil Kumble for keeping him in the side for every game. Still, and from what he has been through in the couple of months and mentally, I think that's a huge support and show of faith in him, whether he has performed or not. But as far as the question goes, I think Sam Curran.
So very interestingly, you mentioned that, and I'll touch upon that a little bit, Kanishk. So obviously, Glenn Maxwell, we know that he took a break from cricket because of depression issues. But I mean, all of us thought that he's back with a bang in that England series. He's batted very well. So maybe it's the bio bubble, which even Jofra Archer has mentioned that it's a struggle, and it must be because you're not going out, you're spending with the same set of people for like IPL was it almost 1.5 month, 2 month, almost what 50 days tournament. It's a long tournament, which means 3 weeks before the tournament, then 50 days during the tournament. It's a long trouble. Maybe that is also impacting him.
Could be, and I think definitely. So I know for a fact that some of the teams have really been concerned. The support staff were really concerned before they joined the bio bubble, just about the psychological aspect of this in the players. And I know that a lot of concern has been there for English and Aussie players because they were in the bio bubble for a much longer time.
Much longer, exactly.
They've just flown from one bubble to the other, not been with the family, and it's not easy. It's not easy. We've seen Ben Stokes commenting already, right, that he would not wish the 6 days quarantine on his worst enemy, and that has created another level of controversy. But it's not easy. The teams, I think some of the teams have taken some psychologists and have worked in a way that they can create different sorts of engagement for the players. Few teams have also invited families. I know MI is ensured that family is part of the entourage. I think a couple of other teams also have seen on the social media that families have, if not for the entire tournament, but they've been there for some part of the tournament. So staying in the bio bubble, I've got some friends who are working in IPL with the team, with the league. And it's definitely very difficult.
Yeah, fair point. Actually, that's also a point we should possibly talk after the IPL. We'll have a session on that. Abhishek, we come to you. What's your pick on the all-rounders question?
I'll also go with Sam Curran. I think reason being if the Kings 11 has a good start and Gale batting for in the middle orders, very likely Jadeja won't bowl much because left-hander, left-arm bowler bowling to Chris Gale, easy to hit him. Dhoni might not give him a lot of overs to bowl. So for him, picking one wicket may be dicey today. So from the question perspective, I think Sam Curran is most likely to get that 20 runs and one wicket.
Okay. Okay, fair point. All right, Abhishek, I'll start the last question with you. We've talked about seamers. Let's talk about spinners now. And which spinner will pick up 2 or more wickets today? There's some lovely leg spinners playing for Kings 11. You've got Murugan Ashwin, Ravi Bishnoi. Then you've got a leg spinner playing for Chennai, who's not been that successful this season, Karan Sharma, and Ravindra Jadeja. But going by the response to the previous one, I don't think you're picking Jadeja, are you?
No, I'm not. I think I'll pick someone from the Kings 11 team. And with the way Chennai has been batting, especially Dhoni getting out to spinners, I think between Murugan Ashwin or Bishnoi, one of them most likely can get Dhoni. Jokes apart. My pick will be Ravi Bishnoi today. Hope to pick 2 or more wickets.
Okay. All right. Kaushik, who's your pick?
I was about to pick Ravi Bishnoi as well. I've been reading a lot about this guy, and I've not seen him too much. But going by the comments, day before yesterday, Sachin Tendulkar also posted a video about him. So if Sachin is talking about a person, definitely he has something in it. So I'm going to pick him, and I still hope Ravindra Jadeja picks some wickets and does well, because CSK has to win today for me.
Okay, so CSK, you want them to be the party poopers. I don't know what Kriti thinks. Kriti.
Okay, so I'm going to go against everybody's best predictions here. I'm going to still pick Ravindra Jadeja because if CSK and KXIP both shuffle their batting order a little bit, things could turn out differently for Ravindra Jadeja as well. And we don't know, so that's the best part. They are playing on the mystery.
Okay. Mayuresh.
I'll go with Murugan Ashwin. I think both Ravi Bishnoi and Murugan Ashwin have complemented each other very well. But I think today's match, I think Murugan Ashwin will pick up 2 or more wickets. It may be either of, I think one of them. May not be both of them, but yes, I'll say one of them. But I think somehow I feel Murugan Ashwin will be more effective. Will take more wickets than Ravi Bishnoi.
Okay. KK, what's your pick?
I'll go with Ravi Bishnoi for reasons that Abhi and is already mentioned. I think he would definitely be someone that it'd be interesting to watch.
Yeah, I think also, I mean, one thing which we've loved about Kings 11 is the fact that both these guys, I mean, Murugan Ashwin is a very, very traditional leg spinner, flights the ball, gets it to turn the other way, while Ravi Bishnoi is this this IPL leg spinner who loves to bowl quick, who loves to bowl googlies, a lot more googlies in the leg break. So, it will be an interesting one. What I also wanted to understand is Karan Sharma. I mean, his stocks have fallen like anything. I mean, ever since he was part of the MI setup, doing okay. Now Rahul Chahar has taken up that role, and suddenly, even though he's played a lot of matches for CSK, and that could be mainly because they don't have Harbhajan Singh in the mix. They don't have another good Indian spinner in the mix, because otherwise, I don't see how Dhoni persisted with him for so long, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's evident. He definitely, hasn't been at the level that he used to be. And look, I mean, I'm a big fan of MI and the way they think and operate. A team which can have John Wright as a scout.
Yeah.
says a lot, right? And he's picked some of the real gems out there from
Bumrah is the best example.
Yeah. Bumrah, whether the Pandya brothers, these guys were uncapped players, right? So I think there are many at many levels. CSK has struggled this season, which is evident. Spin bowling, definitely one of them. I don't think anyone has been able to complement Ravindra Jadeja or provide him with that kind of support in this middle overs. But yeah, a lot to think for the CSK camp after this season.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. What I'll do is I'll switch my view. Yes, all of us are visible, and I'll just take a very quick poll. This is a bonus poll I'll take, and I'll ask you to raise your hands to this one. How many of you think that CSK will spoil the party for KXIP today? Just raise your hands. So we've got what, three hands. All right. Okay. And so then 2 people think that KXIP will go through. Okay. Thank you so much, people. It was fun predicting as always. It was fun having you guys here. And thank you so much for joining. I hope you all also had as much fun as myself. And people out there watching this, it is this easy. Go to the Play CKC app, predict during live matches, and there are some fantastic prizes to be won. Okay, it's better than fantasy, remember. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.